Hello YouTube, in this video I'm going to discuss a quick, easy fix to elbow pain. So something you might not have realized in your training is that you do a ton of grip. And by that I don't mean grip exercise, I don't mean forearm exercise, I just mean the action of gripping something. When you bench press, you grip the bar. When you squat, you grip the bar. When you deadlift, you grip the bar. So you're always doing this, all right? And in any training, you need to train opposite movements and you need to train antagonist muscles. But the reality is that you never train the opposite of a grip. And what is the opposite of a grip? It's this. It's opening your hand. And why do you never train it? Because it's almost impossible to train it. You're not just going to do reps and sets of doing this all day. It makes no sense. And there are no machines to help you work this. But even though it's still the muscle of the forearm and the end that are working when you open, it's a completely different ball game. It's like the difference between opening your mouth and closing it. It's still the muscles of your jaw and your neck that move it, but it has different characteristics and it's applied differently so that if you don't train one or the other, you're going to have imbalances. People who clench their jaw all day end up developing issues with the muscles of their jaws. It's the same for your hand. A pain that you sense and you feel in your elbow might not come from all the pushes you do or the extensions. It might come from your grip work. So this is where these guys come into play. These are elastics sold by Iron Mind. They're fairly cheap. The bag of the elastics is like $9. You can do it with any elastic. The reason why I talk about the Iron Mind version is because it's convenient and it's cheap and they don't break. I've had these for 3 years, they just don't break. So what you do is, as often as possible, you're going to wrap the elastic around and just do that motion. Just open your hand. It might sound dumb, but it's going to have tremendous effects on the health of your elbow because it's going to relax the entirety of the muscles of your forearm, right? That you're always clenching your fist and it's always tensed. Opening them up is going to relax them and it's going to have an effect on the health of your elbow and of the joint. You can do that during the day when you're at school or when you're working on the computer. You can do that in between sets because it's not really taxing. I really advise doing it if you do gripper work. After you do the gripper, do this. These come in different colors. The thicker they are, the tougher they are to use, of course. You will start with the small ones. You will find that when you start, even if you have a very strong grip and big forearms, you will start with the small elastics because you're so not used to doing this that your muscles are weak. But then you'll work your way up. The trick with these guys is that the closer they are to the fingertip, the tougher it is to do. So if it's very close, you're going to feel it a ton. And the closer it is to the base of your hand and your knuckles, the easier. This does nothing. So you have to find a nice balance. I found that if you put them too high on the fingertips, it hurts. It hurts the knuckle. So what you want is you want them just underneath that first knuckle there and do them here. Something I found too, but it might just be me because I'm weird. It hurts usually my thumb the most if it's high up. So sometimes I will have it very high here, but on my thumb, I will lower it like this because my thumb is fragile for some reason. You might be the same, or you might have a finger that feels weird. So if it's the case, just lower it so that you give your finger better leverages and you still get the stimulus you're looking for. So yeah, if you have any elbow pain, give this a try. It's Iron Mind. They sell these elastics. They're easy to find. Thank you for watching and I hope that review was useful for you.